and welcome to Chair Interval Training, brought to you by Community Access Yellow Springs and the Yellow Springs Senior Center. And me, Lynn Hardman, Silver Sneakers Flex Instructor. It's been a strange time lately. Today is Sunday, November 1st, and it was snowing just a minute ago. But before the snow came, I keep thinking the last of my dahlias, but this is definitely the last of the dahlias. They got nipped by the last couple frosts. Anyway, so when this airs, it'll be Tuesday, November 3rd, and that's election day. So if you haven't voted yet, vote. Every vote counts, and we want your voice to be heard in the form of your vote. All right, well, let's get started. Before you begin, make sure you got a clear, well-lit area, a sturdy chair. I think all November we'll use a jug or some hand weights and our rubber tubing. And we'll be going at our own pace. Whatever that is for you, you know you best. So if anything hurts, sharp, sudden shooting, please slow down or stop. You can always substitute something that you enjoy. Any kind of movement is way better than no movement. We need to move it or lose it. And if you feel dizzy or out of balance at any time, it's recommended you remain in your sturdy chair or return to it. So I'm gonna put on some music. I'm feeling kind of patriotic. So I'm gonna use some music from many of the different United States of America. They're named in many of these songs. And I hope you enjoy it. Are you ready? Do you have some fresh water on hand? I hope so. Wait, let's make sure we did this the right way. Okay. We're going to begin with a little standing warm-up, and then we'll sit down for some stretches, stand up for some balance and agility work. It's going to be all about the ABCs and the 1, 2, 3s today. If you're standing near your chair, you should be able to see it with your peripheral vision, and then be able to touch it at any time for your balance check. We could just begin by marching. I just want to make sure. I don't know why. I feel like it's been a long... Yes, we're recording. That's always a good thing. Okay. As we warm up, pay close attention to your body, stacking your ears over your shoulders, over your hips, whether you're seated and marching or standing and marching. Makes more room for your body to function at its best. If you walk your feet out a little wide, I'm going to come in front of my chair, but you stay behind it. This will give you a wide base and you can push into the floor, working on flexing gently through your hips, knees, and ankles. You can pick that shoulder up. See how that feels. Shoulders and hips need a lot of lubrication because they're a ball and socket joint. So the warm-up is very important for all of our joints. You can make your range of motion small or big. Personally, I'm glad it's November. I'm ready for this election cycle season to come to fruition. And I have confidence that our Democratic Republic will do it peacefully. Open and close your chest, please. See how that feels. I'm going to focus on some letters with our agility pattern. A couple of them we've done before, but let's preview that. If you want to march over to the right side of your chair, make sure you can touch the chair with your left. We're going to imagine a letter written on the floor, or actually printed, and we're going to step on it with our marching feet. Let's start slow, and we're gonna imagine the letter V on the floor. And we're gonna step on the top of the V with our right, the other top, and then back at where the V intersects. Let's do that slow one more time. A V step. And then let's try it at tempo. Ready? V step. You can use your arms, but remember, we're imagining the letter V on the floor and we're stepping on those points. We could do it faster, but we might need to make our steps smaller. So you can try faster if you like. We're just warming up, so we don't want to do that too long. And remember, if you feel like the fastest speed is too much for you, you can continue doing the footwork at a tempo pace. We'll also do the letter X. Imagine a letter X on the floor. And we're going to step on the top with our right foot and the top with our left. Middle, middle, and now step on the bottom with your right foot. Good. And then step on the middle. And then let's try it at tempo. So top, top, middle, middle, bottom, bottom, letter X. Got it? And then later on, if we wanted, we could do it faster. Want to try it? Top, top, middle, middle, bottom, bottom. But we're just warming up. So that's a couple of letters. We'll try that on different sides. And then I might even throw in the letter L or K. But the numbers pattern that we'll use today is very simple. It's single, single, double. We've done it before. So make sure you can touch your chair and just lift your knees. Now double. So I call this single, single, doubles. Single, single, double. But what we're going to do with this is simply double it up. So let's try double, double fours. Double, double, 4, 3, 2, 1. We can always hold our chair if we need or tap our toe down. Then we're going to double it up again and do 4s, 3s, 2, 1, and then 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we'll do 8. But we're just warming up, so we'll leave the 8 till later. And that's it. ABCs and 1, 2, 3s, if you please. Please, if you please, have a seat. And while you're sitting, note, it's your first of many opportunities to squat. Make sure your feet are close to the chair. Keep your chin up, get your hips back. Keep your weight as equal as you can in both the right and the left foot. Try not to let the knees cave in toward one another. And when you're ready to sit down, you can, if you like, get a sip of water. Whenever you get things down low, it's best to brace, step to the side, lean to the side. This is much kinder and gentler to your lower back. And also taking your time. Okay, we're gonna work on the wrists and the ankles quite a bit. If you could scooch towards the front of your chair, this will allow you to sit actively and lengthen the spine. Settle your shoulder blades down and back like they're in your back pockets. And let's just stretch out our right leg, stretch out our left. Stick the sole of your foot in the air if you like. And if you like, same side arm. We're going to go nice and slow. And this time, instead of printing letters, let's imagine that we're writing cursive. We're going to do A, B, C, D, oh, that's hard, E, F, just move your ankles however you can, I, Dr. I, J, and K. That's enough letters for me. I felt that in my thighs. But let's stretch out. Now that we got that circulation going and ankles warmed up, lift the crown of your head to the ceiling, hinging forward, supporting your back on that bent lat. Lift your toes and your fingers up, spread your toes and fingers wide. And then push the sole and the palm down. Sit tall, pull the navel in to support your lower back. And then round, nice flowy circles. Or maybe you could write your favorite 4-letter word. Be good now. You can write good. All right, so there is our left leg all stretched out. Torso's long and strong. Hinging forward. Relax and lift the toes and fingers. And then push them toward the floor. We've been warming up because it's so important as we rotate our ankle. Or try writing again, another name or a color or something with 4 or 5 letters. It's so important that we warm up gradually. It helps our body systems get ready to do everything a little easier. And that's the goal of our exercise program. So by exercising regularly and within our abilities, those abilities will gradually increase. Although sometimes things happen and we have to take a break because of an injury or an illness, and then we can come back and we'll progress again. And maintenance is progress, because we know what happens if we don't exercise, right? So, maintenance is progress. If you feel like you're not getting anywhere, don't worry. Just stay healthy, relax, breathe, move your body. Dig your heels in if you feel like standing up. Dig your heels in figuratively if you feel like doing seated exercise. We're going to do those letters that we just talked about, but let's do them on the left side. Set yourself up for success. Able to see and touch the chair. Best posture. Good. Let's march with the left and the right. Slow. This is our slow pace. We're going to make a letter V. Here we go. Out to the top of the V and then back to the stem. Out. It's like our out, in pattern, isn't it? Let's do one more slow and let's try the tempo. Here we go. Out, out. Good. But we're also going slightly forward. So make sure you don't march too far away from your chair. You've got to be able to touch it. And ideally, you can see it with your peripheral vision as you gaze straight ahead with your best posture. If you want to make this more athletic, you can kind of sink into your mini squat and pump your arms. You could make, if you didn't need your arm for a balance check, you could do a up, up, down, up. And then it becomes kind of, well, more demanding. Oh, speaking of demanding, I'm going to ask you several times during our hour of exercise how you feel. And we use a chart from 1 to 10 to gauge our intensity. And ideally, a 1 is like barely doing any work, and a 10 is way too much work. We're shooting for a 4 to a 7, okay? Do you want to try this a little faster? Here we go. Out, out, out. You can pump those arms. Do your best. You know you can go at tempo and you're still getting benefits. You know when you met your goal, you feel like, I can't do this much longer. And then you just slow down. How are you doing on our 1 to 10 scale? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, slow down a little, right? Okay, let's take that letter V and let's put it in, make it into a letter X. So imagine the letter X on the floor. Make sure you touch your chair. We'll start out with a left, right, slow march. Let's step on the top of that X. Middle. On the bottom of the X. Middle. Good. I hope you're doing well. All right, I think we've got this letter. Maybe after the middle we can go at tempo. Ready? Here we go. Top of the letter X, bottom. Now if you like, you can sink into that mini squat each time you're not in the middle. When you're on the top of the X, you're on the bottom. These foot drills, these agility drills, are evidence-based exercises to help us build agility. By building agility or foot speed, we lower our risk of falls. So, do your best at tempo. And if you like, after we get to the middle, we can go double time. Pumping those arms. Do your best. Breathe. Don't hold your breath. I got a little off there with my arm pattern. Woo! How are you doing on the perceived 1 to 10 scale? I can't hear you. Where are you going? Kansas City. Okay. Hey, we're going to keep moving for the rest of this song if you like. If not, you can have a seat, take a break, stand back up, or do it in your chair. Fair? Yes. All right, do your best. Over on the right side, able to see the chair. We were doing a marching pattern. Now we're going to do a step touch pattern. So we just step, tap, step, tap. Simple, right? Now, we're going to, let me think about this. I want to teach you how to do 2 step tap letters. But let's start over because we have to step that way first. Right, left and right. You with me, or we're all going left, right, left, right. Okay. K comes first in the alphabet, so we're gonna pretend we're a big letter K is on the ground here. Wait, it's a backwards K, isn't it? No, it'll be frontwards for you. I thought this through. I know. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're going to step to the outside of that K to the top. There we go. And there. And there. Oh dear. I got off. I got this. You got this. Come with me. So the middle of the K, it's a step tap. Top of the K. Out there on the K. Back there on the K. Okay, I got it. It took me a while. K for Kansas City. So it's a step tap. Step tap. We're working on coordination because research shows that building our coordination, and I'm laughing because mine was a little off, also helps reduce our risk of falls. Okay, we're doing our K. This is a K step. We've been going at tempo. You can continue going at tempo, but when we get back up to the middle of our K, if you want, you can go faster. Step, tap, step, tap, step, tap, step, tap. It's like a rock step a little bit. Pump those arms if you like. How you doing? Really, you could be doing any pattern you like with your feet. But I was shooting for the K, which was hard for me at first, but now I've got it. How are you doing? Do you want to take a break and march it out? We're going to do one more letter. How's your intensity now? Can you talk? Gotta be able to talk. That's important. That shows that you're not working too hard or that something else is going on. Over here on the left side, we're going to build a letter L. So we've got to have room behind our chair for the bottom part of that L. And then we're going to do step on that left and tap. Wait, I figured this out. Let's try it again. We're going to step forward with the right and then to the right. I got it. Right, tap, left, tap, right, tap, forward, and side. It's really a step tap pattern that looks like an L if you drew it on the floor in front of you. Are you getting it? So it's a step tap at tempo. Should we try it faster? Step tap, step tap, step tap, step tap, step tap, step tap, step tap. That was a hard one. I felt like I was almost jumping. How did you feel? Are you ready to take a little break and work on our strength? Ready or not, we get to take a break. And as we sit down, keeping our legs close to the chair, heads up, hips back, power up if you like to do a few squats to strengthen your hips and your thighs. Engage your core, drive your heels into the ground, and as you're coming up, drive your hips forward. And when you're ready, have a seat. Please have a sip of water. As you do, don't forget to go slow. Support your back. This is a rather jazzy version of the Battle Hymn of the Republic, I think. All right, we are going to use our band first and get set up. Check your cheat sheet for some ab slides. We're going to do about 6 different exercises. You always have the option of doing just one or the other, or you have the option of putting 2 together, or do neither, okay? Do your best. Holding that band, sitting tall near the edge of your chair. Step on it with an equal length of tubing outside of either leg. Take the handles and crisscross them. So now you got a letter X, another letter X in front of your shins. Walk your feet out a little bit. Tighten up your tummy. Can you feel if you pop yourself in the belly, brace and breathe. We're gonna keep the shoulders down, tuck the tailbone under, and lean back till we feel some good resistance on those lower abdominal area. Truth be told, we're working all of the muscles from the top of the ribs all the way down to the hips and the pubic bone, the rectus abdominis when we do this slide. But I want you to think about pulling in your navel and bracing as if someone's going to pop you in the belly and breathing. Now we're going to add on an upright row as we sit up, keeping those hands close to our body, leaning back. Make sure you keep that brace and pull that navel in toward the spine to protect your lower back. Now, if you want to make this harder, you're going to keep your arms up as you go back and then down as you come up. That puts a lot more weight at the end of your teeter-totter, if you know what I mean, and makes it a pretty challenging exercise. Keep those hands close to the body. They don't need to go any higher than your shoulders. And at the top of your upright row, your elbows ideally are a little higher than your wrists, so they kind of look like a letter Y. Why? Because that puts your shoulder joints at the least amount of risk. All right, I've had enough of that. Don't take the tension off your tube. We're going to keep that crisscross, palms up, draw the elbows close to your body. Anchor them on your torso and try a bicep curl. Both at the same time, or you could do right and left. Your choice. Now we're going to add an optional, you don't have to, hip abduction. Right and left. Keep your body tall. Hold the navel in and exhale as you push that foot out and strengthen the outer hip muscles. Keep the shoulders from hunching. Keep them down in their back pockets. And elbows pasted to your ribcage. Pretty soon you should feel like, ooh, my biceps are getting tired. My hips as well. When you feel like that, you have reached momentary muscular fatigue. So relax, but don't let go of your tubing yet. Uncross. If you like, we're going to sit tall. Make our shoulders down in those back pockets. Arms long, straight at the elbow. Keep them straight. And just push back. Push. Dig your heels into the floor. In fact, I gotta adjust. Well, no, we're not going to combine a squat with this. This is enough. So, shoulders down, triceps working very hard, as well as the rear deltoids. Triceps are a smaller muscle group, so when they are done, they will tell you. Generally speaking, a little dull, achy, burning sensation, but never sharp shooting pain. Good, okay, that's enough of that. Relax, take the tension off your tube. Hang that up somewhere behind you, or double it up, and whatever works for you. And let's get a sip of water. Let's see, we've heard quite a few songs of the states. Sweet Georgia Brown, we heard about Native New Yorker, we heard about the Republic, which are all of the United States. And at the first song, if you remember, it was Living in America. Oh, we heard Kansas City too. Well, here's to the United States of America. And here's to our right to vote. All right, so here's another opportunity to get our circulation going and focus on cardiovascular strength. So the heart is a different kind of a muscle than the skeletal muscles, and it is strengthened by doing bouts of exercise that are 10 or more minutes long. There is an additive effect, but we are shooting for close to 10 minutes. And we'll be doing our single, double, or our double, 4, 3, 2, 1, or 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So these are our number patterns, and they're going to help build balance, particularly when we're on our 4 lifts and 8. So set yourself up for success. Sit tall in your chair, or if you're feeling it's within your abilities today, dig your heels in. Come on over to the right. I'm going to cue my music a little. I like this song, but I'm ready to move on. So, we're going to Chicago. Make sure you can see and touch your chair. Best posture. Put a little dip in your hips, knees, and ankles. And lift your knees. Now double. Single, single, double. As best you can, keep your ears right over your shoulders. This is hard getting set up. I planned this out, you know. But I don't know why, but when I'm on camera, everything gets a little bit trickier. I just want to do my best for you. I hope you're doing your best for you too. Get that tube out from underneath your foot. Gather up your ball. We're done with these for now. So let's tuck them back. I like to wedge mine in that little space on my chair. But depending on your chair, you might have to put it somewhere where it won't get underneath your feet. For our next little interval of 2 steps to the side, 2 lifts, then 2 to the side, and 2 lifts, right? You can do it in your chair. And if you're in your chair and you really want to get your heart rate up, or in the air, you're going to add some arms. If you're getting situated to do this on your feet, double check your area, make sure nothing's in the way. We'll be moving laterally, so make a little space to step 2 to the right and lift your right knee twice, 2 and 2. Now we must be able to touch our chair in case we need a balance check, but we can also tap our toe down. Over to the left, and then lift the left. 2 and 2. That makes 4 beats. We could do Y, M, C, A. Y, M, C, A. Wait, was my C backward? Y, M. I'm just messing up all over the place. 2 to the right. 2 right knees. 2 to the left. 2 left knees. All right, we got it. But I'm getting tired of knee lifts. Are you getting tired of knee lifts? Let's do some hip work. Out, out. Try not to tilt your body much. Try to balance a glass of water on your head as you do this. Oops, I had to tap down there. I find these exercises challenging for me, and that's the whole idea. Without any small bit of challenge, we can't expect any change. Change for the better, that is. Okay, my hips are getting tired. I think we're gonna switch over to some hamstring curls. So keep your knee down, dorsiflex your foot. Good. Over to the left, and then 2 left hamstring curls. Good. Keep that knee down, chest up. Imaginary glass of water on your head. Good. I hope you're doing good. How are you doing with your breathing? Can you talk? Let me hear you say YMCA. Should we try those arms again? Let's give it a go. YMCA. YMCA. I can't do it. YMCA. Whew. I don't know. But I do know I'm getting my heart rate elevated and I'm having fun. I'm getting tired of these hamstring curls. How about some toe raises? Sort of a fake jump. Let's get the beat. Over, 2, up, 2. Over, 2, up, 2. Over, 2, up, 2. Woo! You got that good circulation going, strengthening your heart and lungs. This is good. So good for you. But if you're not feeling good, you can always make it small. Or you can take a little rest. It's okay. Okay. Now, we're going to try this. This is tempo. We're going to try this a little faster. If you're ready, let's go. Over 2, up 2, over 2, up 2, over 2, up 2, over 2, up 2. Just a little bounce. Fast footwork. 1, 2, over 2, up 2, over 2. That'll get your heart rate up. How you doing? If you're in your chair, you can do this. Over 2, up 2, over 2, up 2. You can do it. Up, 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 up. Woo! Yeah, I have to slow it down, march it out. Well, how are you doing on our intensity level? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or if you're 10, that means you can't even talk. So you need to sit down. But if you're still feeling good, let's try it in 4s. So make your steps smaller. And we'll start out to the right. Here in a second. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, knees again. 4, 3, 2, good. 4, 3, 2, 1, and 4 knee lifts. Good. We did this before, but in 2s. 4, 3, 2, and over 4, 3, 2, up, 4, up. Don't get too far away from your chair. Good, let's try our hips. Now this is going to be hard. Pull your navel in. Lift, 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 lift. Over. Good, now lift, up, up. Pull the navel in. Head tall. 4, 3, 2, 1. And you've got your chair if you need it. Or you can put your foot down whenever you need. Pull the navel in, stretch the crown of the head up as if you're balancing that imaginary water. We don't want it to tip. Good. All right, I say we take a little break, assess our intensity, stretch our hips if you like, and then let's try that same 4 and 4 pattern at tempo, and then see if we can take it up a little faster. Okay? Are you ready? Just 4 steps, tempo. It's a nice, slightly slower tempo. And then kick your butt. Over, 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 and kick your butt. Or hamstring curl. Nice and slow. Do we want to try a little faster? Let's see. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and up. 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Up, 2, 3 works. Over 4. Up 3, because we've got to put our foot right down to get over to that other side. Over 2, 3, 4. Up 2, 3, 4. Over 2, 3, 4. Up, 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 up. I got off the beat. Over 2, 3, 4. Up 2, 3, 4. Over. It's almost like a little gallop. Whew, I'm tired. Marching out. We're going to do that one more way. You can go at your own pace, or we'll try it at tempo, and then we'll try it fast with the toe raises. Okay, let's start slow. Start moving 4 steps. 4, 3, 2, toe raises. Up, up, up. One more at this slow tempo. 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach. Up, up. If you're ready, let's do it fast feet. Over 2, 3, 4. Up 2, 3, 4. Soft knees. You're never jumping unless you want to. But it feels like we're jumping. Up, 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 up. Stay on your tippy toes if you can until we move. And I want you to get low here. Low, low, low as you like. Up, up, high as you like. How many more do we want to do? How about 2 more? Up, 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 up. Woo! All right, march it out, catch your breath. My calf muscles got a little tight from those toe raises. So before we sit down, if you're standing, as we slow down our breathing and our heart rate consciously, walk your right foot back. Heel on the ground. Lean forward and stretch that lower leg, Achilles tendon. Even the bottom of the foot gets tight. You've heard of plantar fasciitis. Low impact exercises like walking, anything we're doing here, complemented with some good stretches. And of course, consulting your physician about any kind of musculoskeletal problems. And then we're going to segue to another interval in the chair. So what this means is we're going to begin with squats. Do your best. But while you're doing your squats, think about engaging your abdominals. So brace as if someone's going to pop you in the belly, but they won't. Keep your head up, get your hips back. And do as many of those squats through this safe, comfortable range of motion that you have today as you like. Maybe as many as 10. If you could do a heck of a lot more than 10 squats, time to add a little resistance. Holding some weight or keeping your arms closer to your chest. And I am so thirsty. I plumb forgot to give us a water break after the last strength set. And so it's very, very important we stay hydrated, especially as the cooler weather comes. We still need to, we don't get as thirsty in the cool weather, but we do need water just as much. Okay, we're going to use our ball and our band again. We're going to do some fun and different exercises. Hopefully, I'll help you get set up. Okay, we're going to do some work with the ball and our feet. So let's get that set up first. And grab the band so that it's handy, perhaps in your lap. You will have the double up option with this set of exercises too. So remember, whenever we're leaning forward or hinging forward, you want to keep the head above the level of the heart and brace with your abdominals and your arm. And to support it back, let's scooch back in the chair first. And then we're going to put the ball under the right foot. Now typically when we've got the ball centered under the ankle or the arch, we do these leg presses. Today I want you to try something new. Push into the ball and extend a little bit. It's a small range of motion. And push your heel into the ball. And then bring it back with the knee over the ankle. And keep tension on it the whole way. So we're just going out and in. Great. So we're digging in and breathing at our own pace. You can feel the hamstrings engaging, the glutes as well. You can add a press when you get in, and you add a heel dig when you get out. And you can feel those abdominals when you add a little power press in there, engaging. That's a good thing. All right, we're going to take a break with the leg and set up to do a one-armed press to the side. Grab both handles if you like and hold the tubing with your right hand near your heart. We want to keep tension on the tube as we push out to the side. Keep the body straight and strong, and then add your heel dig and your leg press. Coordinate. This is hard for me to coordinate to keep the pressure on the ball. So I'm working really hard with my abdominals, but you can't see that. I hope you feel it in your torso. Breathe as you press. You could finish off with a little pulse. Inhale as if you're smelling beautiful flowers. Exhale as if you're blowing dandelion fluff. Good, take a break there. And let's take it over to the other side. Let's start with just the legs, give the arms a rest. With the knee over the ankle, over the ball, we could activate the hamstrings and the glutes, but by pushing out and digging in with the heel, it engages your abdominals a little bit more, you might find. So it's a very small range of motion. Hopefully it's not squirting out from under your foot and rolling across your room. I like to hold on, put a little extra oomph on there, holding on to the chair. Breathe at your own pace, but holding your breath will raise your blood pressure unnecessarily. Let's take a break with the leg and put both handles in the left hand. Now if you have a flat tube, you're just gonna hold it like that, right? If it bothers your thumb webbing because you have a band, you can loosely wrap it and that helps take some of the pressure off. But grabbing both handles, right hand near the heart, anchoring the tube, and then the left arm pushing straight out to the side. So this is a tricep shoulder exercise, as well as grip strength. And we can add that leg press, hamstring curl. I have to concentrate on this. All right, this is tricky. So we've been using our pushing muscles in our upper body, and of course our hips and hamstrings in the lower body. So let's finish off with a pulse if you like. Digging your heel in as you inhale, punching out to the left, breathing. Awesome. Good, relax. Take that tube, just set it in your lap or on your chair. And let's put the ball between our feet. Normally we do our inner thigh squeeze up here, but get the ball closer to the heels than to the toes. Scooch well back into your chair and squeeze the ball. Don't let the knees come to a knock knee position. It's not going to kill you if they do, but try to squeeze with those heels. If you have any pain on the inside of the knees, you can bring the ball up to between the thighs. Good. We've been working on upper body pushing. This is more inner thighs instead of the back of the thighs. Let's take a break with the ball squeeze. You could double up your band or do singular. And here's our upper body option. Keeping tension in the tube, no slack, like a smile. Keep your wrists straight, pull the tubing apart, squeeze those elbows back. Now if you like, add your ball squeeze. Keep your feet on the ground so we don't unnecessarily strain the lower back. But do your best. You could do the rowing just as one exercise. You could do the heel squeezing the ball as one, or you can put them together. And if you're working hard, you're probably running out of steam or running out of energy. I am. I'm going to try one more and a little pulse here. Inhale as if you're smelling beautiful, I don't know, cooking, your favorite aroma. And exhale as if you're sighing relief. Okay, one more exercise. And I'm going to get a little sip of water because I'm thirsty. I think I got behind when we skipped that one little water break. Keep the ball down there. Oh yeah, this is a good one. We're going to do one more exercise. Feet up on the ball. Both. Hold on to your seat. Keep your band handy. You can get both feet on there. Scooch well back in your chair so your lower back is supported, and push. Don't push keep your all four chair legs secure on the floor. Push into it. Push. Okay, now, if you want, we're gonna add to that double leg press. We're gonna pretend we're on a kayak ride. Keep a little tension here. So we're just keeping the same amount of tension between our hands as we dig our heels in and dip our kayak paddle. Pull the navel in. Rotate the rib cage. Careful, clear your elbow of the edge of your chair. Different strokes. We're doing kayak strokes. Let's try a little canoe stroke over here on the left, or the other left. Dig your heels in. Keep the tension. Let's try it on the other side. Canoe strokes. Good. All right. Relax. We've done a lot of work today. I wanted to finish off with a balance exercise, but let me first take this ball and you too over to the side before you bend over to pick it up. Supporting with your arm, bracing with your abdominals helps. Spares your lower back. Okay, so what we're going to do here is a standing balance exercise, and we're just going to use grip strength if we want while we're balancing. So remember, you can, if you can't palm the ball with one hand, you'll hold it and balance it. And all we're going to do is try to get on one leg and balance. So this leg will be, the left leg will be stationary, and we'll just lift up either to a kickstand or a balance, and we'll squeeze that ball. Squeeze, and we'll lift that toe. Okay? And then if you want, you can add a toe raise. Did you see that? So, you could do that seated. It's only going to take about 30 seconds on the right and 30 seconds on the left. Standing near your chair, weight is in your left foot, ball is in your right hand. You could pull up to the kickstand of your right foot. And then give that ball a squeeze, breathe. If you want to float your right foot in the air, lift your toe as you squeeze. Lift your toe as you squeeze. If you want, you can try to come up to your tippy toe and strengthen that left ankle and calf. You could stabilize and put that kickstand down, but do your best. Just a couple more. I'm giggling at myself because it's hard. Didn't even take 30 seconds for me to get that leg tired. And that's the goal of these strength exercises, is to feel like we're done. And then our body will adapt, given we rehydrate, get good nutrition. Let's come on over to the left side of the chair, hold the ball with the left. So you could just be working on grip strength, squeezing that ball. You can be working on balance, putting your weight in your right leg and lifting up to the kickstand of your left foot, squeezing as you exhale. Or you could try floating that left leg and lifting the toes, dorsiflexing each time. Or you could even try to come up on the tippy toe. And if that's too hard, you could put that kickstand back down and help a little. We're doing calf raises to strengthen the feet, the calf, and the ankles because they're really important for our balance. We're done with the ball. We're done with almost everything except for our cool down stretch. We're going to do a second set of calf stretches. We squeezed one in there earlier, but we did a lot of that quick work. We're asking a lot of our feet, ankles, and calves when we do that. So if you can, walk that left leg back, pace the heel on the ground, and lean forward. And if you can, hinge and into that left hip and kind of sit down in it. Sometimes you have to narrow your stance to do that. Keep pushing into the heel with the knee bent, and that'll stretch the soleus muscle in the bottom of your foot. Then let's get the right leg back, pace the heel on the ground. The knee is straight as we lean forward. And this stretch is for the gastrocnemius, which is the outer two teardrop shaped muscles in your lower leg. And then keep your heel pasted on the ground. Shift your weight into that right rear hind quarter. Sit down, bending the knee slightly to stretch the underlying calf muscle, the soleus, and the bottom of the foot a little bit more and a little bit differently, because both of those muscles work hard when we walk. So have a seat. With the slow balance work and the stretches, your heart rate, your breathing naturally have come down a bit, but let's work on a little bit more breathing and stretching. So, near the edge of your seat, breathing in ideally through your nose and out through relaxed, pursed lips, kind of like blowing through a little straw. And as you inhale, fill your lungs, open your shoulders, chest, and spine. As you exhale, close your shoulders, chest, and spine. Interlace those fingers. Let's do that again. Going at your own pace through your full, safe, comfortable range of motion, as always. Maybe extending our arms overhead, widening out our stance, and stretching. We can gently grab that left wrist. Breathe deep, expand your ribs. And then the other way, gently grabbing the right wrist. Stretching through the obliques, opening spine laterally with big deep breath. Good. This stretch here again, knees and toes pointing the same direction. Hinging somewhat forward, but keeping the head above the level of the heart. Rolling that shoulder. Breathe deep into the back of your ribs and between your shoulder blades. And try the other one. So putting the muscles on stretch and then furthering the stretch gently with a deep breath. Excellent. Let's stretch out the hamstrings. Inhale, lift. Hinge forward, toes and fingers up. And then down. And the other side. Did you hear that? That was my knee clicking. It's just the normal noises. When we hinge forward, do transfer the weight to that lat and let the arm come down. Lift the toes up. If you can't touch your toes, it's not a problem. Dorsiflex them closer to your nose, however, to develop this hamstring stretch. Good. Okay, we're running out of time. So I love this stretch for lengthening the front of the thigh and the hip flexor. If you don't love this stretch, you can work on your breathing or substitute any other stretch. But take your time and support as you gradually get that left leg back and gradually lengthen your spine up with your breath, filling your lungs from the bottom to the top, and exhale, stretching through the side towards your chair, perhaps hinging at the elbow to stretch through the triceps, lifting the elbow toward the ceiling. And come out of that. Take your time, and we'll finish with that same stretch facing the other way. It helps to get that leg back, to go very slowly while hinging forward and supporting on the lap. Relax the foot, relax the thigh, let it be dead weight, knee drifting toward the floor as you inhale, filling your lungs from the bottom to the top. Exhale, leaning toward your chair. If you like, you can hinge at the elbow and inhale as you lift that elbow toward the ceiling. Feeling the stretch on the back of the upper arm or the triceps. All right. Take a couple moments sitting back in your chair to breathe mindfully, resting your hands in your lap. Maybe thinking of nothing at all. If you were a computer, I want you to delete all your cookies and erase your browsing history and turn it off. And just relax your face, relax your mind, relax your body, and just breathe. Relax your abdominal muscles to allow the lungs to fill from the bottom to the top. Every inhale is an effortless, energizing wave of oxygen going to every cell of your body. And every exhale is an opportunity to relax, release, or reboot. Sometimes the best solution when we're having technical difficulties is to just turn the device off, walk away for a minute, and then come back and try it again. That's my favorite solution. And hey, this hour went by so quickly. I just wanted to encourage you to keep up the good safety measures. Wear your mask, social distance. Don't go to large gatherings. I'm probably preaching to the choir, but as we enter October and flu season, oh, reminder, did you get your flu shot? I got mine this past week. I got it at my doctor's office. My insurance paid for it. You can go to the little pharmacies all around if you can't get to your doctor. And seniors, there may be a backlog on the senior version of the flu shot, so talk to your doctor. But keep up your diligence and keep it safe and simple. Until next time, bye.